Yo, what is up? This is Simplify Your Afternoon because my 4-year-old decided that he wanted to play Star Wars with me this morning. So, this is Simplify Your Afternoon. I am your host, Boomer's Daddy, and this is an exciting day, another exciting day for our VIP members. The fun thing about this is that I get to show you firsthand and unleash a new tool on how it works for our VIP members to have more information that they want to use and that they can apply towards their lineups when constructing lineups. It's nothing like spectacularly analytically technology based or anything like that. Like there's no secret formulas, but it makes the researching process so much simpler, so much easier, especially when you're talking about building lineups with multiple studs and multiple studs on multiple teams to kind of help you go along with that. So without further ado, let's get it popping, shall we? This is the Simplified DFS correlation tool. And the great thing about this is that we can kind of adjust it for what we want. And what I mean by that is this, is there will be one of these Excel spreadsheets for each site. And just because the formula's got too long to put everything into one sheet, it pretty much bogged down all of Excel. And so it's real simple. The first two things you have are this. You have your minutes cutoff and your game cutoff. And this is important. I'm going to put both of them at 1 right now, and I'll show you the differences later. Okay. We're going to zoom in on this part right here real quick and make sure that you can see this. And you'll see stuff pop up over here, but I'll show you everything over there. I just wanted to make sure that everybody could see this part right here, so you can see it. Okay. Now, let's see here. I've got today's slate loaded in, and let's just look at. Not really a lot of studs on today's slate. So we're going to look at one of these situations. We're going to look at the Pelicans. Okay. So if we want to look at Lonzo Ball, Drew Holiday, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, and Brandon Favors. Oops, not Brandon. Derek Favors. Sorry. Okay, now basically what you see here is you have to have, in order for these stats right here to pop up, you have to have one game. Okay, that's where the game cutoff is. You'll notice if we put 4, all of a sudden Lonzo goes away. Okay, now what these stats are, first off, let me go with this column right here. This is the result of the season, the full entire season, of how many games that Lonzo Ball has been at $7,900 on FanDuel or higher. Okay? So Lonzo has been at $7,900 or higher for 2 games during the season. Okay. Drew has been at 87, 8 games. Brandon Ingram, 50 over 77. Zion, 73, 31 for Favors. Okay, so we got that. Now, that's it if they've played at least 1 minute. Now, here's the funny thing. Let's see if I can do this on the first time. Okay, if I put 15 here, okay, you'll notice that Brandon Ingram went down. Derek Favors went down. This means that they did not hit they hit at least 15 minutes at this price or higher Brandon Ingram did for 41 or 49 games. So 49 basically out of the 50 games that he was at $7,700 or higher, he hit at least 15 minutes. I'm assuming one of those is probably an injury or something like that. I'm assuming that. You can put this all the way up to 30. You can put this all the way up to 35. And it's really hard. Okay. You can put this at 25. You can get an idea of exactly what it is. Okay. Now, here's the funny thing. This right here controls this table over here as well and all the stats. Now, the stats are the exact same, but let me show you how to work this, okay? So we're going to use 18 minutes, okay? So we can get or let's go 15, okay? So we can get as much data as possible. Basically, what this is saying here is this, is that the 2 times that Lonzo Ball was at 7,900 or higher, he hit 4x once, 5x one, or 4x twice, 5x once, 6x 0, 7x 0. Okay. The next iteration of this will be able to, now this right here, this cell, okay, it controls what team shows up over here. Okay. So whoever you put in over here, that's who is going to show up over here on this side. And I'll get to that in just a second. But we can see that it is extremely hard for Drew and Lonzo both to hit 6x. So what would I do? I would make a rule in FC stating that I want either Drew or Lonzo, not both, at their current today's price sheet or price point, okay? You can see Brandon Ingram does it 12% of the time, 5x 31% of the time, okay? Now, this doesn't take into account matchup. This doesn't take into account projections. This doesn't take into account, you know, any of the stats. If somebody was out, like, you know, a lot of the stats here are with, you know, for Brandon Ingram or with Zion out. All that stuff is coming probably next season. For now, this helps us because I can make the rule of Drew and Lonzo. So a lot of people wonder, you know, how many times has, you know, Russell Westbrook and James Harden hit, you know, 6x or 5.5x with, you know, at their price points, you know, for that day. Well, this will help tell you why. Okay. Zion Williamson and Derek Favors, I never put in the same lineup. They cannibalize each other. This kind of shows you the reasons why. And you can go from there. Next iterations will have dates. And you can kind of tell that. This could advance along a lot of ways, okay? So what we're going to do with this next part is you can see here that because I put in Lonzo Ball and I've put him at 15 minutes with the cutoff of 1 game, it's going to pull up everybody's stats and their current price point for the day. And how many times they have hit, obviously 5x, 6x, 7x. So this gives us a history of what they've done at the price point for that day for that team. Okay. Now, I can also use this right here to look at positions. They don't have to be from the same team. I just used it from the same team as an example. Okay. So say I want to look at, that's a good price range right there. Say I want to do this. Say I want to look at Lonzo Ball. De'Aaron Fox. Chris Paul. Jamal Murray. And Elfrid Payton. Okay. Now I can compare and see how often these guys hit at these prices. So honestly, it looks like you get more, you have a better chance at 60. And obviously for some of these guys, if they're really good players, they're just priced down for whatever purpose, then it's gonna, give you that idea. But it kind of shows you who's priced right and who's underpriced. Okay. What do I mean by that? If I were to put in, let's see here, Shake Milton, you can see that he's got one game at 5,800 and he's never hit any of this. Okay. I want to pull up. Yeah, he's never hit any of it. Okay. Does that mean that he can't? No. But it gives you an idea of what he has done. Okay. Let's go to Mike Conley. Okay. You can see that point guard might not be a good position here. Ah ha ha. Let's go to Devontae Graham, Dennis Schroeder, Buddy Hield, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Okay, now if you do want, you have a drop down menu here, so you can pick, but you can look at this. Okay, so we've got these 4-point guard or 4 shooting guards on FanDuel here, and we can look at this and say, okay, Shai at 7K has hit 7x once. Okay, out of the 42 games, he's hit 7x once. Now, does that mean he can't? No, but that's what he does. Dennis Schroeder, on the other hand, has hit it 4 times. Okay, at 6K. So it kind of gives you an idea of a lot of different things, and that's if they play 15 minutes. So say we wanted to do 25 minutes. Okay, now we've got more. Dennis Schroeder plays a lot. He's hit it 4 times out of the 21. We've got a higher percentage of hitting 6x at the 6K price tag. Okay. Buddy Hield, 46 games, has only hit it 3 times at 56. But you can see that, he's hit 11x or 6x 24% of the time here. So you can kind of see these things as they go. And I've got to fix PJ Washington and Willie Hernangomez. So that just gives you an idea of, kind of how this tool works, and everything that you can do with it. So, guys, that's going to do it for me today. I will be traveling tomorrow, so no video. I'll try to pop one out on Friday, and Saturday is the FanDuel Live final. Even though they canceled all the events and stuff, all of us are still going out there, so we're still going to have a good time. But for Simplified DFS, for Bear, for Loose, for Pug, for Pickle, for Donuts, for everybody, we appreciate you tuning in. We couldn't do this without you. We wouldn't want to do this without you. And you guys are what makes us get up in the morning and drives us to be better. So for myself, for everybody else, peace out.